Hey, so we thought we could shoot a video showing people how to do the different exercises involved in the Pole of Destiny so that you could do them at home. Now, obviously, you probably don't have an actual Pole of Destiny at home, which is made out of PVC and foam and duct tape. That padding is nice because you can swing it faster and harder, and there's less of a problem when you whack your kiddos. So you're going to want to be a little more careful if you're using something like this. This is nice because it's light. This would be the Swiffer of Destiny. It's light, you can move it fast, and it doesn't hurt too bad. You want to hold that? It doesn't hurt too bad if you whack someone as long as you don't hit them in the face. You probably want to stay away from something like this. This is like a pretty serious mop handle. And even taking this one in the shins would probably hurt pretty good. So you probably want to stick with something lighter or hollow. If you have like a foam noodle, like a full-size foam noodle, you could definitely use that, or anything that you could swing safely, or mostly safely. All right, so now here are the different movements that you can try with your kids at home to do your own Pole of Destiny. Okay, here we have your classic, just straight up and down. So the kid's got to run underneath it. You just go up and down at a nice pace. Try not to whack them in the head, especially if you don't have, a padded device of some sort that you're using for your pole. So you'll have to time that. This is the classic. They got to run and jump it. So keep a nice pendulum motion. They got to run. And then the best part is getting them on the backswing. So again, make sure they jump and then maybe jump a second time. Or keep a nice fast pace so that they can get away from it as it comes after them. Yeah. Now we have one of the more difficult movements to do, both doing it and going under, which is the helicopter. So you got to rotate it over your head. I like to keep the end down so that the kids have to time getting through and then staying low and then exiting. But you can do it flat. So the tip isn't down like that, it's flat, so they just have to go under. But this is more challenging. But again, this one, it's tough on your shoulders as you do it. It'll be a little tiring depending on how heavy the thing you're swinging is. This is another favorite of mine. It starts high and gets low. So this one, you kind of have to explain how to do it. I mean, almost all the kids have done it before, but they got to dug it. Oh, and see there, I whacked her because she didn't jump. Starts high, and then she's got to jump it. She's got to jump it. She didn't jump it. So this is a tricky one, right? Especially when you're big. So first you got to go under. Yes. Then it's getting low. Then jump. Yeah. Excellent. Just like that. Here she's gonna try it one more time. Since I learned I had trouble with this one, this is a tricky one. So ducking and then jumping. Yeah. So you can see it took her a couple tries, but then she really got the hang of it at the end. And the same will be true of your kiddos. You'll have to coach them through that one. This is a classic, just jump. So safety considerations here, put it up against a wall and just barely hold it. So if they do hit it, it just falls down out of your hand. It doesn't hit them in the ankles and they face plant. So you don't want that to happen. And start low and work up to it. So here we started low, now it's higher, and she's getting it. So that's one that you have to, don't hold it rigid or they could trip over it. You don't want that to happen. So now going under, another classic one, just straight under, just barely pulling themselves under. This shouldn't be too hard, depends how hard you get it. Some kids will try to roll, they won't be able to fit under, but make them get down on their belly and crawl and they should be able to fit. Now this is a trickier one, going up and down. This one actually, depending on how low it is, it does pay to roll. You can do it. That time I hit her, but she couldn't get under. So now I'm giving her more space. I'm used to doing these with the kids who are both good and much smaller. This is a tricky one if you're an adult, getting that low and moving that fast. But here she's gonna figure it out. She's gonna get low. She's gonna get the timing, and she's gonna roll. Just like that, and I was nice about that one. And you have to be nice for your kids. You want them to be able to do it the majority of the time. So 75% of the time, they should be successful, and 25% of the time, you should make it challenging for them. Sometimes they'll get it, and sometimes they won't. And 25% of the time, you want them to not be able to get it. So you want it to be challenging, but not difficult. So the majority of the time, they're successful enough to stay motivated, but it's also challenging enough that they don't get bored. So next up is flippy floppies. So you go back and forth in the pendulum, and she stops in the middle, right? So first she goes under it, and then she pauses, gets the timing, and then exits. So here she's pausing, gets the timing, and then she exits out. And that's the trick to doing this one. Now the Arch of Doom. So this is a tricky one. So you're going in a big circle. This one's counterclockwise, and you just got to go under, just like that. And depending on how fast you go, I whacked her there, it can be more or less challenging. Now we're going to do the reverse Arch of Doom. So this one goes clockwise, and she's got to time it and jump it when it's low. So right about there, she times it and gets over. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you can have some fun doing these at home. And we really miss working with everyone, but it's a nice time to be home with your family. And hope everyone stays safe out there. We're going to be putting lots more of this kind of stuff up so that people can have something to do during the lockdowns. And stay safe, and can't wait to see you again.